For 4 years, he had been tied to a rusted pole in a stranger's yard, forgotten by the world. The days blurred into nights, the seasons passed, and the only constants were the cold metal against his skin and the gnawing ache of loneliness. He had no name, no voice, no hope, just the trembling that came whenever the memories of those years crept back into his mind. When she found him, he was a shadow of what he could have been. His fur was matted, his eyes hollow, and his body frail. But something in his gaze, a flicker of something still alive, still fighting, made her stop. She knelt beside him, her heart breaking as she gently untangled the chain from his neck. "You're safe now," she whispered, though she wasn't sure he could understand. "You'll never be alone again." The first few weeks were a battle. He flinched at every sound, every movement. The world was too big, too loud, too unpredictable, but she was patient. She learned to read the signs, the way his body would stiffen, the way his breathing would quicken, the way his eyes would dart around as if searching for an escape. When the anxiety episodes came, she would stop whatever she was doing, grab a soft blanket and lay down beside him. She would hum softly, her hand resting gently on his side until the trembling subsided. "We'll get through this together," she would say, her voice steady and calm. And slowly, he began to believe her. Her house became his sanctuary. At first, he stayed close to her, following her from room to room like a silent shadow. But one day, he ventured into her bedroom on his own. It was a small step, but to her, it felt like a miracle. That room became his safe space, a place where he could retreat when the world felt too overwhelming. It also became a shared space with Freeway, her cat, who seemed to sense his pain and would curl up beside him, purring softly. The two animals formed an unlikely bond, and she often found them nestled together, a tangle of fur and warmth. The first time he stepped outside, it was a moment she would never forget. Her 2-year-old niece was visiting, and the little girl's laughter filled the air as she ran around the yard. He watched her cautiously at first, but then something shifted. His tail wagged, just once tentatively, and he took a step forward, and another. Before long, he was trotting beside her, his movements clumsy but full of joy. If you liked the video, put like and subscribe to the channel where you will find a lot of interesting things.